Well, hello there. Have you experienced money shame in your life? Today on Unsermon, we're going to explore what it is and how you can begin overcoming your shame around money. Stay tuned. It is Unsermon with Kat Kim. It is Kat Kim, leadership coach, spiritual teacher. I am the person that will help you overcome your fears, blocks, and shame so that you can step into the best version of yourself and truly make a difference. Unsermon is a weekly live show where we take a metaphysical exploration of God and spirituality. Together, we will decondition, decolonize, undo, and unsermon. There will be no Bible thumping. There will be lots of swearing, lots of storytelling, and of course, lots of spirit. Today, I am going to get a little vulnerable with you guys. I had something completely different planned. This is my second month doing Unsermon. I'm starting to get into a flow for how I want to create content. And my goal is to create themes each month. And for the month of February, I had something completely different planned. But something has been showing up for me the last 2 weeks. And it is so in my face right now. It is my biggest challenge right now, and it is money shame. And I thought, oh my God, this was Sunday night. And by Sunday night, I have to figure out exactly what I'm going to be talking about. And I just thought, oh my God, do I really want to talk about this? Do I really want to share exactly what's going on with me? And I thought, I have to share exactly what's going on with me. I must be transparent because I want you guys to see and understand that when these feelings of shame come up, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing to run away from. There's nothing that you have to be ashamed about when you're having feelings of shame. And so I just wanted to be completely open and transparent about this journey. So what's going on for me right now is that I have amazingly, and I just feel so blessed, I have recently grown my team from 2 people to 7 people. And it all happened really quickly. And I cannot tell you how blessed and how happy and how amazing this whole growth period has been for me. So as I'm growing right now, as I'm taking that next level of growth in my business, in my career, all of this stuff is coming up for me again. There's another layer of money stuff, another layer of money shame that is showing up for me to reveal itself. And the reason I want to share this with you and share my journey in this is because this is what I teach my students. This is what I teach my clients. This is what I teach in the School of Divine Confidence. And this is actually what I teach in The Secret to the Secret too. This very powerful process of knowing and understanding that when uncomfortable emotions come up, they are not here to be made wrong. They are not here to be judged. There's nothing wrong with you feeling angry or upset or depressed or rage or jealous or shame around anything. Most of us try to run away from it. We make ourselves wrong for feeling these feelings. And I'm here to tell you there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. So I wanted to give you I want to show you what it looks like in this process as I am feeling these feelings of shame around money come up, and how I'm addressing them and what I'm doing with it. Because I want you guys to really get that these feelings, uncomfortable emotions are so important. They're so purposeful. There's so much power and there's so much wisdom in them. So today's show is I'm going to share exactly what's going on. I'm going to get really honest about it. And I want to share, because of the process of allowing myself to move through this, what I call the phase of clearing, I've already been gifted a lot of wisdom in terms of, what's next for my money healing journey. So this entire month, we are going to be focusing on this. I'm so excited for the lineup of experts that I have coming to you for this entire month. This episode, I'm going to lay out the foundation for what's going on with me. And then we're going to bring on experts who really, really specialize in this area. And we're going to take you on a little journey. So let me begin with where I'm at with my money issues. Many of you guys know this already. Some of you guys may not know, but my father had a very, very serious gambling addiction. And this had been going on for, I didn't know this actually, but apparently this had been going on for decades, for ever since my mom and my dad were married, I think, but I did not become aware of it until about 5-6 years ago. And I know that my mother tried to talk to me about it. I know that it was a really big issue, but because I come from a very broken family where we have no communication, my family has so much addiction running through our blood. We just don't communicate well. And though my mother tried to warn me and tell me that there was something wrong going on, I didn't want to face it. I did not want to take a look at it. I wanted to ignore the whole thing. I wanted to bypass all of our money issues. And instead of really taking a look at it and addressing it head on, I used all these spiritual principles like, okay, just think about abundance and pray on abundance and think about how much money I want to bring into my business and how much, what a 6-figure business might look like and all those things. I read all the abundance books and all those things. I thought I could just pray my way into being rich. Yeah, no, it didn't happen that way. My father had a very, very serious gambling addiction. And we were afraid because he was old. He's like 80 something. And we were afraid that if he died, what would happen with that debt? And long story short, he did pass away about 2.5 years ago. And at that time, we were going through it was so toxic. The gambling had become out of control. My father he was barely eating. He had major issues with his legs, and he couldn't even stand up most of the time. He couldn't walk. He couldn't go down the stairs. I was terrified that he would fall down the stairs and injure himself. So he's physically in a bad state and deteriorating. But the only thing that my father could do and would do was go to the casino. And it got really weird because there would be nights that he wouldn't even come home. And it was horrible in our family. I mean, the toxicity, the stress, everything that was going on at that time as a result of this it was so intense. My hair started falling out. My mother was having anxiety attacks. My entire family was being torn apart, and they've been torn apart for years as a result of money. And he died. Long story short, he died. I found him dead in his bed. And suddenly, we had all of the paperwork that when someone has addiction, they don't share what's going on. So all of the money issues, all of that was hidden, and he wouldn't talk about it. I'm being really honest about this stuff, but I just want to be transparent about the level of shame that exists in our family around money. So after he died, me and my brother and my cousins, there was 5 of us. We went through thousands of documents trying to get a picture of our financial situation and what was going on. Long story short, we found incidents of fraud, bankruptcy, of course, the thousands and thousands of dollars that were going out every single month to gambling and to the casinos. And unfortunately, our worst case scenario did come true. Because he passed away, all of that debt and all of those things was passed on to my mother. Washington State is one of 6 or 7 states where it's common state property law, where if your spouse leaves any debt or money, it goes to the living spouse. So now I'm here. I've been working through these things with my family. We had to hire an attorney. And I have to say, like my father passing, it was so peaceful. It was so beautiful. And it was his way of showing us and telling me, this is your chance and this is your opportunity now to clean up this mess. Like, I'm done. And it was such a blessing. I know it sounds crazy to say or to think that when your father passes that it was a blessing, but it was, because it gave us the opportunity finally to take a look face to face to the enormity of the situation and the financial, the legal stuff, all of that. So since then, I've been on an incredible healing journey around money, and it's been so powerful. There is so much more to this story, but I'm going to give you bits and pieces because there's layers and depths to my family history, and the ancestral trauma that my entire family has been through. It's so much that I can't get it all out in one sitting, and I'm still processing. So all of this to say that I've done a major healing around this, but you know what? I am at that next level of growth, you guys. I am at that next phase. I've got team members who are now counting on me to run a business and to, get students and get clients. And there's this it's so exciting. It's so exciting because my team, they are so on board with the message that I'm trying to get across. They are so on board with the School of Divine Confidence. I cannot tell you how much that means to me. And I just know that these people have been brought to me by spirit. I cannot have in my wildest dreams, orchestrated this by myself. So I'm super excited about what's going on and the growth that I'm experiencing. And guess what? As I'm growing, as I'm moving up, as I'm making more money, that money shame has come right back. It's hit me in the face, and it's you're not going anywhere until you look at me and you listen to me. So holy cow, it's I wrote about this. So I'm going to read a little bit of okay, this is my journal. It looks a little bit crazy, but you see it says money shame. I'm really big on mind maps. So I really sat with this. And this is a really powerful process, again, that I teach in The Secret to the Secret around allowing your feelings to show up and becoming curious about them instead of running from them. If you want to learn more about The Secret to the Secret, DM me. I also have links. Check it out. It's super low cost. I wanted to give you guys the best information at a very, very low cost. And if you really want to understand this process that I'm sharing with you, check out that thing or DM me if you have more questions. So I wrote about my money shame, and I became curious about it, and I allowed the money shame to speak. I gave it a voice. And here are the things. I'm just reading right out of my journal. Who does that, man? I'm reading right out of my journal. So here's what it says. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm wasting money. I'm going to fail. It's not going to work. You'll never have enough. You'll never get what you want. I'm not doing it right. I made mistakes. It's not going to work. You can't do it. You're a fraud. The money really isn't yours. Oh my God. You should be ashamed. This is not success. This is fraud. You're a fraud and you're a fake. Oh my God. What the hell? None of this is real. It's all made up. You really didn't do anything. You should stop. You have made mistakes and this is not going to work. And it's the same things over and over. So I am literally exposing to you the voices and the thoughts that are right in my face as I am growing here. And I want you to see that these are the real things that are showing up for me. And I want you to know, first of all, that there's nothing wrong with it. There is nothing wrong with it. I know that this is showing up for me because it's ready to be healed, right? It is ready to be healed. There is no fixing that needs to be done here. There is no, like, there's nothing broken. There's nothing broken about me. And I really want to make that clear, that even though these are the voices and these are the words that are running through my mind, I know, because of the work that I am doing and the work that I teach, that this is not showing up because I'm broken. This is actually not showing up because I'm wrong. This is not showing up because I'm making the wrong decisions. This is showing up for me because it is that next layer of money shame that is ready to be healed. I really want you guys to understand and get, and I know this is very difficult, but when you are having those experiences of shame, shame is such a horrible, like, it's an icky feeling. It's so icky, right? You feel like you're wrong and that you're doing things wrong. And it's like, it makes you want to shrink. It makes you want to play small. It makes you want to avoid the whole thing. And I just want to let you know that those voices and those feelings are showing up for you because it's like, here, I'm going to show you what's ready to be healed now. It's really, really powerful for you guys to get that. There are other things that are going on right now in my family that are really hard for me to, okay, just a sec. So along with shame, and the importance of shame is that you really allow yourself to feel it and not make it wrong. It's really difficult for me to have to shoulder this, but also what comes up is, okay, just a second, guys. I'm gonna get through this. I hate watching my mother suffer through this. And I hate that I can't just pay the $250,000. I wish I could. So there's an immense feeling of failure that comes with this. I'm gonna get through it, you guys. Okay, the reason I'm sharing this with you, I had a feeling I might cry, but I just want you guys to see that this is real and it's okay to not feel, it's okay to feel the tears and all of that. Now, here's the thing. I know that all of this is, oh my God, I know that right now, even me just sharing this with you is transformation. You are witnessing me transform from the inside out. I guarantee this. And now you guys are going to be able to watch me because I'm doing this like an open book. I'm like, fuck, this is what's coming up. This is how I feel about it, but I'm not feeling bad about it in the way of like there's something wrong. I know this is really, really powerful work here. What I do know as a result of allowing this to show up is that I've become really clear about what I want around money. What I want is to feel empowered. I want to feel stable, and I want to be savvy. I want to feel savvy and be savvy with money. And what I realized is that that is actually my true calling here. My calling around money is not like to make six figures or to hit a certain number in the monthly goals. That's like not it. And I think we focus too much on the outside representation of what we're really being called to. And I'm telling you, this is what I teach in The Secret to the Secret. So check it out. But I know because of the work that I'm doing here, that I am absolutely being called into feeling empowered and stable and savvy with money. So you're going to watch this whole thing kind of unfold this entire month because we're going to bring on experts and we're going to like address this. So here's what's emerging for me, another level as I'm doing this work. This money shame, which feels really, really icky and dirty, I realized that I just like the real deep hidden core belief that I've discovered around me and money is like, I just want it all to go away. That's the thought. That's the thought that's going on in my mind. I just want it all to go away. I want the money problems to go away. I want the legal issues to go away. I want my family to stop fighting. Like, I want that to go away. I would just rather not have money because it causes too much pain. Whenever money comes into my life, it comes with pain and suffering. So I would rather not have it. It's just so dirty and it's so icky. So do you guys see, like, that's what's really going on in my unconscious mind. And had I not allowed for this to bubble up to the surface, I would not have been able to see, like, oh my God, that's the story. That's the hidden story that I am creating again and again. That is the story that I'm telling the universe, that I'm telling to God. That is what I'm experiencing repeatedly in my life, because that is what's like driving my behaviors, essentially. But because I'm allowing this and I'm clearing this, I'm now able to see what is like the unconscious thought. And now I can work on healing that. And one of the things that emerged for me around these feelings of ickiness and money is that I don't want to feel icky. I don't want to feel any of that when it comes to money. I want it to be clean and absolutely clean. So that's my next level of growth. And what showed up for me was the ways in which I felt icky in my business, and how I felt like a little bit icky around certain business strategies or tactics that I have been learning around how to operate a business, how to get clients. I mean, we are talking about years and years and years of conditioning, business training, online business training around how to get clients, what you need to do, what you need to say, how to price. Oh my God, like that whole thing about, price as high as you can and all of that, and make sure you make them feel like like the scarcity tactics. And I'm like, oh my God, that's all icky. That's all icky to me. It's fucking gross. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And you know what's so cool is that my team also agrees with me, and they actually reflected this to me. They were like, yeah, some of this training is a little bit like, feels a little bit ick. And I'm like, oh my God, yes, it's a little bit ick. So we're like, you know what, let's throw all of that training, the sales training, let's put that to the side. Let's not even worry about that. Let's create our own way of bringing students and clients into our school. And so now I've got them engaged. I've got them like coming up with their own ways of how we want to serve and how we want to show up. And it's just so cool. We're literally deconditioning ourselves from this old paradigm of scarcity. It's scarcity. Only from a place of scarcity would you try to force someone to buy something that they're not ready to buy. So in the span of just a few days, like a week, my healing journey has already moved forward. This is the gift already that my money shame is giving me. What a beautiful gift. It's showing me, Kat, it's time for you to clear this ickiness around money. It's time for you to clean up. It's okay that you can feel this, and it's okay for you to clean it up. And not only are you ready to clean up your personal, with your finances, with your family, but let's take that into your business too. Let's be ethical every step of the way, and let's redefine what that means. And so I'm just so excited about what's to come for me and my team, and for money in abundance. Just watch us explode. I know that with certainty. And this is where I want you guys to be able to get to that point too, where when you begin to feel shame or fear or anger or resentment, oh, trust me, people, trust me. I have all of those feelings. I can't even begin to tell you like the feelings of resentment that I have towards my family, my father, my entire family. I'm like, why the fuck am I the only one who's working on this? Why? Why, people? Why, brothers? Why, father? Why, mother? Like, why am I the only one that's working on this? I mean, it's like, it enrages me. And it gives me life at the same time. And for those of you that feel all the feelings like I do, and you feel like you're alone, especially when it comes to your family or loved ones, and it feels like you're the only person that actually cares, you are that person because you are that person that is going to carry the torch. You are that person because no one else has the capacity to feel what you feel. That is your gift, and it comes with great responsibility, and it also comes with great pain and suffering. I know that. I understand it. I see you. I feel you. And you are not alone in this. I mean, I'm going through this, okay? Like, talk to me, like, message me, let me know if this resonates with you. And if there's anything I can do to support you, just come to me. This is what this Unsermon is about. This is the stuff that I teach in my programs, in the School of Divine Confidence. Together we will heal. Together we will rise. I also want to say one last thing about what is showing up for me around my money shame. My money shame is also guiding me and showing me that not only am I not the only person on this journey, that there's a whole host of people. I know that if you're listening and this resonates with you, we are on this journey together. The last piece that it's showing me, however, is that I have spirit. I have God. And that is the relationship that I need to lean on the most. That spirit is my source for abundance. Spirit is my source for love. Spirit is my source for healing. And with spirit, all things are really, really not just possible, but all things, all of my good, everything that I want and desire is already done in the mind of God, in the mind of spirit. That's where I need to focus. That's where I need to focus, because I literally do not need anybody around me to change their behaviors in order for me to feel okay. That's my power. That's when I reclaim my power, okay? I literally do not need my brothers, my mother. I do not need the financial situation, any of that to change in order for me to feel okay. That is me reclaiming my power, reclaiming my relationship with spirit. None of that. I don't need it. That's the truth. That is the real truth. And I want you to know that that is also the truth for you. Okay? Thank you guys for listening. I had a little moment there. I'm glad my mascara didn't get all over my face. I was like, fuck, what if my makeup gets all messed up? I thank you so much for listening in. This was a rough one for me, but I just so appreciate you listening in. I appreciate the love, the support. I want you to know that I'm here to support you on this journey. If there's anyone who has experience in like feeling all the feelings around your family and money and shame and resentment and anger, like I know it and I get it, okay? So reach out to me, DM me, check out The Secret to the Secret. That process is what I teach. What I'm going through right now is exactly the process that I teach in that program. It's like a mini course, okay? And also keep in mind that we will be opening the doors to the School of Divine Confidence soon, where we can all go along on this journey together, because that's what we need. We need that community. All right. Stay tuned. Okay, stay tuned for all of February. We have experts coming on. Next week, we have Reverend Karen Russo. She is not just a minister, but she is an expert in money. And we are going to talk about financial forgiveness. The week after that, I have a very special guest. Her name is Chantel Chapman, and we're going to talk about financial trauma. And then in the last week of February, we're going to bring someone on, and we're going to talk about healing money trauma at the cellular level. Okay, I got it all out. All right, I'll see you guys in the next Unsermon. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon.